of the war, no pictures of Richard Pombo and the president.
130,000 American troops remain in Iraq under George W. Bush.
Democrat Phil Angelides is running this ad reminding voters of Governor Schwarzenegger's support for George W. Bush.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's for George W. Bush. Is he for you?
This nation at war, hurting this country's future, and I believe all across this country, including California, you're going to see a rejection of those policies which Governor Schwarzenegger's embraced.
The governor is not talking about the war in Iraq. Governor, one quick question. The governor's campaign manager offered us an interview. I talked with him by phone after the president's Iraq speech last Thursday.
How much will that weigh, do you think?
I think California voters are focused on the issues that their governor can do something about.
Steve Schmidt accused Phil Angelides of using ads like this to try and change the subject. But every time we asked Steve Schmidt about the political impact of the war, Schmidt changed the subject.
I think Governor Schwarzenegger today was talking to school children about nutritional standards.
It's not that Steve Schmidt doesn't know about the politics of Iraq. Before he took over the governor's campaign, he was deputy assistant to the president and counselor to the vice president, and a member of Karl Rove's inner circle. We asked him again if he really meant to answer a question about the war with an answer about nutrition.
I mean, I want to give you an opportunity to answer that if you want.
What Governor Schwarzenegger is focused on in the race today, between Phil Angelides talking about nutritional standards in school.
Schmidt never did say the word Iraq.
He just doesn't want that association at all.
UC Berkeley professor Bruce King is an expert on California politics. He says the war is causing trouble for incumbent Republicans in races across the country.
If you look across the board at the websites of the 40 or so Republicans that are in the most vulnerable seats across this country, none of them have pictures of George Bush. None of them have any mention of George Bush. They're trying to win the election on local factors.
The director of UC's Washington Center says Republicans will try and win on local factors. You can bet that Democrats will be pushing connections to the president and the war off onto their opponents. Pete?
All right.